there, beautiful people. Okay, spoiler alert, so this is not Instagram perfect material at all, and if you've followed this channel you will know that, and maybe that's why you're here, is because there's hopefully a sense of authenticity in this channel. This is my style, and it's perfectly imperfect, let's just say that. And if you're into that kind of thing, then go ahead and just stick around. And also stick around to the end of the video, because I want to show you a lovely little healthy, tasty treat that is quite used quite a lot, or made quite a lot in this house. So I want to show you that as well. You know, talking about being perfectly imperfect, it just reminds me, the other day I got the sweetest comment from someone, and they were saying how they loved how authentic and how everything feels authentic in these videos, and you know, the messy garden and the messy hair and the messy life, and you know, and all the ups and downs. And honestly, it really did just mean so much to me. And I think it's easy to feel like you have to have it all together, you know, that constant pressure to have it looking good, and especially online. You know, it's as if you have to portray this kind of exterior where your house is picture perfect and your garden's picture perfect. But I think part of the initial drive for this channel is that I always wanted to just show up as I was, exactly how I was. And yeah, so hearing that or reading that message really reminded me that it's okay just to be myself. So hence, in a little while I'm going to come back and talk to the camera and let you see inside the polytunnel as well. But at this point I just want to take in a little journey of where we're having some lunch here as well. And this is just something really simple, just a little, nothing fancy, just good, clean food that really just feels good to eat. And I think sometimes people make these meals that look straight out of a cookbook, and I never really get away with that. You know, let's just say my cooking's just a little bit more rustic. But you know, the thing is though, it tastes so good. And I think that's what matters, right? And there's good healthy ingredients in there as well. But yeah, I'd call it rustic. And I think as well this last year I've been learning to let go of this idea of being perfect, and whether that's in the garden or in general really. And I've realised that it's the little imperfect moments that make things more meaningful. And it's not about having it together, it's just about showing up, you know, and doing these things that bring you a little bit of nourishment and a little bit of joy. And I fell in love recently with some chamomile tea as well. But let's get on to the polytunnel here, and let me take you just in a little tiny quick tour so you can see how imperfect this is too. It's so imperfect. Just wanted to bring you in here just to show you a few things. And you know, we've got still tons of lemon sorrel, and I'm just loving the size that these leaves have just became. I think I've spoken about them before, but they're just, yeah, they're beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So the other thing I wanted to show you is that I've got the lemon sorrel here at the start of the polytunnel, and then along the edges here is where I have the mushroom compost that's been put in a few weeks ago. But all this other stuff has come up completely, I'm going to say by itself, but I think where it's came from is from the hot bin. And also there's little tomatoes coming as well. There's hundreds of tomatoes. Some of these coming, some sort of I'm going to say squash, or maybe courgette, maybe cucumber. I'm not quite sure at this point. These have just popped up. There's your tomatoes, look, and they are everywhere. Look at this. So I don't know if anybody else gets this. So I'm planning on pretty much leaving it A few more over here, more tomatoes, another one of these guys, and a few other wee things here just popped up. Oh, hello, handsome. Hey, Bosco. Oh, there's Daisy as well. Hey, Daisy. Hello. Hello, Daisy. Oh, lovely Daisy. Decided I'm just going to wait until the new plug plants come before I try and start thinning things out. I think I'll just do it all at the one time. Somebody's barking. So you are about to see the not so aesthetic cottage garden, and if you're looking for a not so aesthetic cottage garden, this is it, right? This is it, because it's definitely a cottage, it's definitely a garden here, but it's not the idea you would get of a cottage garden together. I think there's many years of work to be taking place for that to happen. And sometimes I've been totally put off by even calling this a cottage garden, especially when I scroll through YouTube and I see cottage gardens, and then there's here, which is definitely a far cry from it. But you've got to start somewhere. What's that saying? The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second time to plant a tree is now. And it's the same with this garden, I think. Okay, so we start off with some dates that have been soaked for maybe half an hour, and I actually put these in first, forgetting that I really should have done the nuts first. But anyway, they've been blended, and then take them out of the food processor, and then add the nuts to give them a mix first of all. So once they've been crushed to a pulp, then add a little bit of protein powder in here as well. And the old favourite of raw cacao. You cannot have a Bliss Ball without it being full of raw cacao. Tiny pinch of salt. In fact, there's quite a lot of salt going in there. Chia seeds. Normal cocoa powder, this is just at little, so you can use whatever one you want. And then there's the dates re-added, the softened dates. Mix it all up. And you might also need to just kind of open the lid every now and again and give it a wee mush round so that it softens. Some coconut as well, desiccated coconut. And then once that's all mixed up, and it's been all mixed up, then just, lay your plate out with your coconut and roll your mixture into individual little balls, and then roll it in the coconut. And honestly, it's so tasty, so easy. Everybody in here just absolutely loves them. Absolutely loves them. So I just want to say thank you so much for being here, for hanging out again with me today. And if there's something in your life that's a little messy but it makes you happy, then let me know in the comments, and I'd love to hear about it. Alright, I'll see you next time, and don't forget to keep growing. Bye for now.